In this lesson, we're going to learn how to create a new project. And there's many different types of projects that we can create, and there's a couple of different ways that we can create a new project. As we saw in the lesson 1001 regarding the start page, there's a quick way to create a new project. You can simply select the New Project button here on the start page. Alternatively, you can create a new project in two other ways. You can select the New Project button from this toolbar icon, or you can select File, New Project. Either three of these ways will bring up the New Project dialog box. Now, this is important because there have been many occasions where I have not paid attention to what I was doing and I created the wrong type of project. So it's very important you pay attention to this step. Also, what's important is that you pay attention to the location where you'll put this project. So let me point out just a few things. There are several different areas that you need to be aware of. First of all, you need to be aware of the Project Types window. This is where you'll select the language or the type of project that you will create. You can create Visual Basic projects, C# projects. Also, you can create deployment projects, database projects, and a number of different other types of unique projects. There are also this concept of enterprise solutions, and we'll have a whole series of lessons that deal with these and how that they propel you forward as an enterprise to get everybody on the same page when you create new projects, to use the same templates, to use coding standards, and so forth. Once you've selected a language, or rather a project type, now you need to select the exact template that you will use in order to create that project. And these usually break down by functional type. For example, a Windows application versus an ASP.NET Web Form application versus an ASP.NET Web Service versus a Windows Control, or whatever the case might be. There are literally dozens of different templates across different project types that you can create. The third area is naming and finding a location for your project, and you define that in this area here. And this is an important step because if you're not careful, you'll have all of your projects strewn across your hard drive and it'll be impossible to find what you're looking for. As you type a name for your project in the name field, you will be defining its location as well. The default location for web projects, for example, is at http://localhost. Now, whenever I go to add a new, let's say, web project, I'm going to call it my new web project. Notice that the project will be created at localhost/my new web project using the name and the location. I can also select the Browse button and select a different location if I so choose. I can select a location on my hard drive, or I can create a project on a different computer within my network or across the internet. Take just a few moments here on my slow computer to open up the Browse for a New Location window. And finally, it has arrived. Okay, so we can select a different location. Notice that these are all web projects that I have, and this is just a typical selection window that you can use. That's pretty much common to all Windows applications. But we'll just leave it at localhost for right now. So in order to create my application, all I need to do is select now the OK button, and Visual Studio.NET will go through the process of creating the project based on the project type, the template that I chose, and the name and the location that I selected. So I'll go ahead and select OK. And after a few moments, which might be a few long moments if you have a slow computer, you will see that Visual Studio.NET creates, in this case, a new web at localhost, which is the web server that runs on my computer, that is mapped typically to c:/inetpub/www root/ in this case My New Web Project, where you can actually find the physical files that make up this project. So after a few moments, Visual Studio will have completed all the steps that it needs, and it will create all the files that will be applicable to a C# web application. And so after a few moments, the My New Web Project finally loads, and I'm going to take the liberty here to move the Solution Explorer out so you can see all the new files that were added to this project that were necessary in order to create a C# web application. You have a web form, a web config, a Disco file, a global.asax. Now don't worry what all these files do. The most important thing is understanding from this video how to create a new project, which we've just done. So this concludes creating a new project, lesson 1006, and we hope you enjoy this lesson.